You're now at the point where you're going to start making changes to your portfolio, the template. If you guys would like to start with your own, you do not have to use the template, but we do need you to click on the template so that way it's all under the Google Classroom and stored there. Reminder, do not delete slide number 1. We're going to use that later. For slide 2, if you'd like to use the template, you can change some of the features that are on here. If you don't want to use it, you could click and delete everything, or you could even just kind of enter to add a blank slide. And then you can, if you click on the slide over on this side, you could actually hit backspace and that will get rid of it. Now, of course, I don't really want to get rid of that, so I'm going to undo that. So if you make mistakes, you can always undo. And I'm going to show you guys what you can do to change the template, or even if you choose to start with a blank slide, on how to add some different things. The first thing that we would like you to do is to go through and change the topic bubbles. So those are the shapes, if you would like different shapes. And then you can also add more if you decide you need more. Keep in mind, we're requiring you guys to change or to have 3 of them. One of your topics does have to be your positive influencers. So these would be people who have shaped you in a positive way and helped you become the person you are. So that's one thing you are going to include. If you're going to use the template and use it as we have it, to change the topics, you just have to type in here. So this is one we need you to have. You should have already have decided your at least 2 other topics. That's kind of up to you on what you want to include. For me, I enjoy a lot of things connected to science. So maybe Science Olympiad might be one thing that I would include. Or I might also include, I also enjoy gardening. So we can put that on there as well. You do not have to have this 4th one. So if you don't want that there, you can click and delete it or backspace and that will get rid of it. Decide that you don't want these options here and you want to include your own bubbles, you can click shapes. This is where we got the bubbles from. There's all these different options. You could also include images too. So let's say Science Olympiad might be hard for me to get an image unless it's one that I uploaded to my Google Drive, because it would be important for you guys to upload some of your own images at home to your Google Drive before you come to school to get some of these. So that's something, maybe I don't have that uploaded today, so I'm just going to hold off and wait and do that next time. But let's say that I wanted to find something connected to gardening. You can insert images if you go to insert. If you guys do not see these options here, you most likely hid them. So this is where if you click this little arrow, you can actually go through and hide the menu. So you want that to show so you can add some stuff. If we insert images, you can upload some images from your computer if you have them saved to your computer. We could also use the web to search images. This is where you would pull them from your drive. You have the camera option where you can open up the cameras on your computer. You do need to make sure that you have permission from your teacher to be able to upload images from your camera, as well as making sure that if you have other people in those images, that they have permission to be in those as well. I'm just going to grab one from the web. So let's say that I want to do something related to gardening. The main thing is we want to look for something professional. So I don't really think these would be ideas that I would want or images I would really want someone from a job to view. So it's going to be best if we can find some that are more professional. So maybe I click on this option. Maybe I want more plants and not so much people in them. So I'm going to change this to plants instead. Now that's more what I'm looking for. So let's say that I like this image. We'll click it. I want to get rid of the bubble that I had previously because I don't really want that there. We're going to delete it. Now keep in mind that I also deleted the part that said gardening. So I'm going to have to add a text box for that later. Again, make it whatever size you want, put it wherever you want. And then I also need that text box because it is important for you to have, tell us what you're actually talking about here. So this here is your text box. Click drag, and then I can type gardening. You guys are also able to change the font. You can change the size. You can change whether it's bold, italicized, underlined. You can change the text color. Maybe I want this one more green. And then you can change if you have a highlighting. So if it's kind of hard to read, sometimes going through and highlighting it in the background makes it a little bit nicer to see. And then you can also change the size of this, and you can click drag. Maybe I want to locate it there. This is another option. If you would like this to have that thick line around it, if you click on your image and click where it says border weight, you can add a border to it. If you don't have all your images, you can add them later. Another option, you could, once you're done creating your topic slides, you could also take a screenshot of this and upload it as an image. You could then add that here, so then people will end up seeing, so it'll end up being something like this, where you have your About Me page, and this is gonna tell you, when you click here, it's gonna bring you to the page that looks like this. This is an option as well. So if I were to click on this, it's gonna bring me to slide 6, and that's gonna show my positive influencers. So it kind of shows something connected to where they would actually be going. You don't have to though, it's yours, you can do what you want with it. So you're gonna go ahead and work on this. Once you're done with that, we're gonna have you guys go through and create the actual pages for that. And it's gonna be in a similar way. You can change the backgrounds. I don't think I mentioned that yet. You could add your own image. So you can add an image that you upload from the computer that you save to your drive. So if you wanted even a picture of you in the background, you could do that. That's kind of what you see here. If you don't want to include that picture of you, you could take some from Google Images as well. Some things that you might be questioning is when you look at this one, you might be wondering what this box is for. You can add a background, change the topic names. This might be your positive influencers. And again, you can make that look however you'd like. But we do want you guys thinking about how those people or how sport or club influenced you. So kind of help shape you into who you are. So that's what you'd be typing here. Again, this part can be completed later if you just want to kind of design it, that's fine. But you're going to have at least 3. If you guys end up needing more than 3, so if you want to even add 4 or 5 different pages on there for the About Me, if you click here, you can Control C to copy, or you could even double tap on the mouse pads, and you can go to copy. And then if you kind of just click right underneath it where you see that bar and you hit Control V, or you could do the double tap again and click paste, it will actually copy that same slide for you if you wanted part of the template. If you don't really want the template there and you want to start with no slide, you can just kind of click there, hit enter, and that will give you a new slide. Or again, if you double tap, you can go to new slide. So I think for the most part, that should be what you guys need to know for the About Me pages. Eventually, we will be linking these to the pages, but we will show you that in another video. Just because we're not quite there yet, the main thing we want you guys focusing on is just designing those About Me pages.